What is going on YouTube and y'all squad? This is your boy Yakratis. This is your review for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9, Episode 13. If I'm not mistaken, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be on T's channel tomorrow, since we did it on mine for my birthday. Thank y'all for the wishes and everything. Appreciate it. Also, real quick church announcement. I don't know if y'all gonna get Bell Collective reunion because like I have the notes and whatnot, but I have been out of it in terms of being under the weather. I barely have my voice down. I'm trying to hurry get through this before I start having another coughing fit. So yeah, but this is probably gonna be a quick review. So let's just get into it. So we pick up where we left off. Mia is freaking out over not knowing where her kids are, and I, I didn't feel like rewinding it, but I know there was a conversation they had on the van with Mia already kind of like putting it out there that Gordon does tend to like take the kids as a way to control her. So you already know this. So you're shocked that he did it now. I don't know how to feel about that. Like again, it's really given like this is fake fraudulent, and the more we deal with Mia, the more I just don't care. So they're on the bus. We talk about Kay and Greg and how he's eating pizza for breakfast and dinner because she's not there good. And does he not know how to cook? Like, you know what? Not my business. Not my business. Not my business. But again, she's giving wifely duties without the ring. But again, that's her business. We found out that they met shortly after his divorce and after she had opened up her spa. This is their second year together. They're 90 days into living together, and their home should be finished within the next 4.5 weeks. We'll see how that plays out. Um, Giselle brings up Karen giving Ray a list of things to do at her lagoon party, where in order for them to get I guess to a better place. That these are things you need to check off the list, like open the doors and whatnot. Apparently, as Ross likes to say, he been putting face into place, but she's not reciprocating. Jacqueline tells Ashley about Mia's situation, and Ashley is triggered. And one thing that is so crazy is I couldn't be friends with someone like Jacqueline because why is it that every time I turn around you telling my business and you got my business in your mouth? Is it because your business is not that important? I would have a problem with that because it seems like Jacqueline is undermining whatever storyline Mia may or may not have. So they go shopping. We get Mia, Stacy, Kay, and Ashley. They talk. We find out that Gordon dropped off the kids. Then he went on a vacation to Martha's Vineyard. Ashley didn't know, but says, she felt a way about her doubling down on the comments that she made in reference to Giselle's daughter and doesn't know how to take her. And Mia says, well, then don't. And Ashley says, say less. And this would be one of those where, for real, if it's a real moment, baby, you only got to tell me, then don't one good time. But when I tell you I will give you my whole backside to kiss, that is it. That is all. But again, it's a show. They have to entertain each other to a certain degree, especially when they don't have storylines to first. So we get Jacqueline, Karen, Giselle, and Wendy. Giselle is mad that Mia doubled down, and she's in her feelings about that. Wendy says that she would have cleared that table if it was her. And Wendy, I believe you, because just like when you told Giselle, I don't give a you know what about these cameras. Pretty much leave my husband name about your mouth, or it's finna be me and you. So I believe it. I wholeheartedly believe it. Um, Karen and Giselle decide they're gonna get some gifts of Wendy for being a great host. Wendy and Stacy, we see that they are a hit with the men in Panama. I mean, hey, they both are gorgeous. So I mean, it is what it is. They have a rum tasting. The remaining girls give their gifts to Wendy. I believe it was Wendy that asked if Karen was going to drink. It's a rum tasting, this, that, and the third. And Jacqueline says, "Oh, no one is driving anywhere, Karen." And Karen kind of looks at her and then calls her a B. and says in her interview that nobody says that she's doing sobriety. She's just choosing not to drink around these women. Now, when she said that, I know Terrence is going to wear her out over that comment because Terrence been saying that. And the reality is, I know a lot of us been thinking it, but that's the smart thing to do is to not drink around these women. And at the same exact time, I understand not letting your guard down in a place where you don't feel safe. I get it. Uh, so Ashley steps out and calls her boys. And that was kind. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a real thing, almost like a dig at Mia, because I care about my kids. Let me go check on them. They do an imitation game of them having to imitate somebody else. So Kay did Stacy and Mia, Giselle did Wendy, Jacqueline did Karen, Stacy did Ashley, and then Giselle did Kay. It was nice. It was fun. It's great to see that. All I'm gonna say is Stacy did a good job of portraying Ashley and them dang on TikTok dance. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Stacy is funny. I know they go get her at the reunion when it comes to her confessionals, but it's okay. So they asked Kay about dating. I put Craig. The man name is Greg. So talk about that. Then we have this whole thing with me and Jacqueline talking about the escapades, and I was Stacy because it's just like, why are we talking about this? Can we change the subject? What is going on? Ooh, yeah, yeah, And Mia whole thing is like she just wishes that Jacqueline would zip it. Yeah, well, yeah, so do a lot of us. So they're on the bus. Mia calls in and pretty much says that when they come back from this trip, she's probably just gonna hop on another flight and go straight to see him. And everybody's just like, "What about your kids?" Now, Mia says in her interview, but not in front of the girls, that her other child is in Atlanta, so she would be going to see him. But she says that her kids, like, she know that they are safe right now, so there's no need. But it's with all these theatrics, baby, I don't get it. I don't. And here's the thing, I ain't got no kids. I have my fur baby, but if I did have kids and something like that went down, man, bump a trip, bump whatever, I'm finna get paid. Like I'm going even if somebody says, no, the kids okay, no, they not finna be okay until I go and I put eyes on them and I touch them, make sure that those are nah, but I'm gonna just leave that be. Cause I mean, hey, they giving it to me, yes, so ain't no need for me to give it to her. Cause I don't really care at this point. Um, so they have dinner. Stacy brings up Kay's court case because she read about it, want to hear about it. Stacy playing producer. Again, I see it. It's obvious, but it's still palatable. And she says that the date has been pushed back to January. The state picked up the case immediately when the police were called, and it's both a civil and a criminal case. Giselle's just like, but she ain't got no money, and Kay like, that's her problem, not mine. And I'm here for it. I really am. But again, see, y'all already know I'm petty. I'm petty unless the Lord says no, baby. My petty's gonna be in the full on blaze. So it just is what it is. So they talk about them shopping and whatnot. Ashley says that she was overwhelmed with what was said by Mia, and Stacy kind of jumps in and says, "Well, Mia was overwhelmed this morning." And allows Mia to, tell what happened this morning, which is like, Stacy, that's cool and all, but you doing too much, baby. You doing too much. Cause now you overproducing. Like, one thing I don't like is people speaking for somebody else. Like everybody grown, let her speak for herself, right? So then Mia shares what goes on. Wendy says, "Look, as your friend, my concern is with the children, and at this point, Gordon, like, pretty much doesn't need to be around them. Like my concern is the kids." Karen shares with us in her interview that her ex had took her child Brandon on a little joyride. She called 911 and didn't even think or hesitate to get in her car and drive 3 hours to retrieve her son. So again, all of them are looking at her just like, okay, you bugging. Giselle brings up her issues with Mia. Mia says she apologized off camera, but Giselle said that it should have been done at the table. Mia doesn't like her apology being police stuff. and doesn't like the fact that her social media is being under a microscope. Jacqueline feels that, they're adding extra pressure on Mia. Giselle, um, wants her, what? I don't even know what I put. But Giselle pretty much doesn't care about this added pressure, and pretty much this is all Mia's doing. And Mia's like, well, I wanted to celebrate liberation, but there is no liberation here with you miserable bees. And Karen feels that Mia has work to do. She wants them in relations in the group. It feels like some stuff was cut out, but again, I don't care. It is what it is. This is Dragon, and I really hate to say it, like, I'm Keisha Cole right now. I just want it to be over. But that's it. That's y'all review. Look, in the words of Terrence, I ain't got no more to give y'all. But I will see y'all on Terrence's channel tomorrow. And hopefully I can be this clear because I ain't had a call fit. Praise God. And hopefully all will be well tomorrow. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you then. So rate, comment, subscribe, and share. Happy New Year. And I will see you all then. Peace out.